Good morning, Year 3. Okay then, so today we are on chapter 9 of Gangsta Granny. And yesterday we got up to the part where Ben just stopped Granny smashing into the jeweller's shop window. Okay, so let's find out what chapter 9 has in store for us then. The Black Cat. Ben stared at his granny as she stood by the jeweller's shop dressed all in black. Ben, she prompted, what are you doing following me? I. Ben was so shocked he couldn't form a sentence. Well, she said, whatever you're doing here, you'll have the cops on us in no time. We'd better get out of here. Quick, jump on. But I can't, Ben! We've got about 30 seconds before that CCTV camera comes on. She pointed to a camera screwed to the wall of an apartment block next to the row of shops. Ben jumped on the back of her mobility scooter. You know when the CCTV cameras come on? He asked. Oh, said Granny. You'd be surprised by what I know. Ben looked at her back as she drove. He'd just seen her preparing to rob a jeweller's shop. How could he be more surprised? Clearly there was a lot more to his granny than he had ever known. Hold on, said Granny. I'm going full throttle. She violently twisted the handle of the scooter to absolutely no effect that Ben could feel. They hummed off in the dark, going about 3 miles per hour with the increased weight. The Black Cat, repeated Ben. They were finally back sitting in Granny's living room. She had made a pot of tea and laid out some chocolate biscuits. Yes, that's what they called me, replied Granny. I was the most wanted jewel thief in the world. Ben's head was exploding with a million questions. Why? Where? Who? What? When? It was impossible to know what to ask first. No one else knows except you, Ben, continued Granny. Even your granddad went to his grave not knowing. Can you keep a secret? You have to swear not to tell a soul. But... Granny's face looked fierce for a moment. Her eyes narrowed and darkened like a snake about to bite. You have to swear, the old lady said with an intensity Ben had never witnessed before. Us criminals take our oaths very seriously. Very seriously indeed. Ben gulped a little scared. I swear not to tell anyone. Not even your mother and father, barked Granny, nearly spitting out her false teeth in the process. I said I swear not to tell anyone, barked back Ben. Ben had been learning about Venn diagrams in school recently, as he had sworn not to tell anyone, and let's say that anyone is set A, then Mum and Dad are obviously included in set A, and are of course a subset of it. So there was really no need for Granny to ask Ben to swear a second time. Take a look at this handy diagram. Set A, anyone. Set B, Mum and Dad. But Ben didn't think his granny would be interested in Venn diagrams right now. Since she was still staring at him with those scary eyes, he sighed and said, All right, I swear not to tell Mum and Dad. Good boy, said Granny, as her hearing aid began to whistle. On one condition, ventured Ben. What's that? Said Granny, seeming a little startled by his nerve. You have to tell me everything. Okay then, so we've just found out that Granny is one of the most wanted criminals, jewel thief criminals in the world. Okay, so before we go on to today's flip chart, I'm going to show you what today's task is. Okay, so you will all have this sent to you by email and it's also on the website as well. So the most wanted jewel thief in the world, the Black Cat. Well, actually, we know that that's Granny. Okay, so you've got a template there. That's just to give you an idea on how to set out your work today. Because today you are going to be creating a fact file on Black Cat, on the Black Cat, okay? So a fact file is a collection of the most important information on a particular subject or thing. So because you are going to be making a fact file on a person, the Black Cat, you need to include those bullet points that are there, all right? So their name, their date of birth, where they were born, their hobbies, their parents' names, what they look like, where they live, interesting facts, and the picture of the Black Cat. Okay, so obviously, we don't know all of this for definite. All right, so we're going to be using our imagination today and creating our own fact file. So then, the fact file comes under a non-chronological report. All right, so you can see some words on there. So it's got information, it's got facts, it's in the present tense, it's got descriptions, and we've got pictures and captions. Okay, so those are the main things that you'll be looking at today. Okay, then, so here we've got two examples, well, two completely different examples of a fact file. So here we've got a sloth, so an animal fact file. And on here we've got a fact file about VE Day, which is happening on Friday, by the way. Okay, so what can you notice by looking just at the, not actually reading them, but just by looking at the presentation of them? Okay, so I know that they both start off with a title. Okay, so what the fact file is about. Okay, we've got pictures. We've got a diagram on this one of the map. Okay, and then what are these called here? I wonder if you'll be able to tell your adult at home. Hopefully you all told them that they are a subheading. Okay, and then you've got an interesting facts box, and here you've got another text box, but this is just about the effects of war for this fact file. Okay then, so you're going to be creating a fact file on the black cat. Okay, so these are the things that you need to include, and it doesn't matter where you put them in your fact file. Okay, it doesn't matter what order they go in because it's a non-chronological report, so it doesn't have to go in order. Okay then, so the title of the fact file is going to be the black cat because that is who we are writing about. Okay, so and this can be presented however you want. You can do it on the computer or you can write it. Okay, you can make it nice and colourful. That'll be lovely to see. Okay then, so I'm going to just flick back and see what else I need to include. So I've done their name, so I can highlight that off. I've done that. Their date of birth. Yeah, I think I'll do that one next. So let's go on to the next page. And I'm going to change this and I'm going to put date of birth as my subheading. Okay, and I'm going to change the colour actually. I'm going to have all my subheadings in red. There we go. Okay, so we don't know when Granny was born, so use your imagination, make it up. Okay, so I'm going to say that Granny was born on the 18th of April, 1949. Okay, so she's a bit old. All right, there we go. First one done. Okay, let's flick back and let's tick off. Well, we can highlight their date of birth. Done. Okay, where they were born. Now, I don't want to start off by just writing a subheading saying where they were born. I think I'm going to use the subheading of background. So the background of Granny's life. And actually, I'm going to get rid of the semicolon. Right then, so background. And I think I'm even going to put everything underneath. There we go, that looks a bit better. There again, I'm going to change the colour. I want it really, really colourful, I do. Okay then, so background. So where Granny was born, we don't know. So make it up, use your imagination. You've all got a brilliant imagination. Okay then, so the cryptic. Now I wonder if you can tell your adult at home what does cryptic mean. Cryptic black cat. Now I've used capitals B and capital C for the black cat because it's a name, okay? So don't forget to use your capital letters for proper nouns. Was born in the capital city of London on a dark, stormy night. Okay. On a dark, stormy night in the middle of April. Okay, so we've got a 2A sentence there. It wasn't just she was just born on a night, she was born on a dark, stormy night in the middle of April. So we're really going into detail about when she was born, okay, in the middle of April. Do I want to put in 1949, seeing as I've already put it there? Don't think I'm going to. All right, so it's up to you if you want to. Okay, it has been mentioned, so it's been suggested that because of the terrible storm, this is why the black cat is so unbelievably mysterious. Okay, now I don't know this. This is just what I'm making up from my imagination. Okay, so because of the dark, stormy night, it's been mentioned because of that terrible storm, that's why the black cat is so unbelievably mysterious. We've got adverb in there. Growing up, that's my fronted adverbial with a comma after. The black cat always loved reading, especially crime novels. The black cat has no brothers or sisters, but always wished they had one. Maybe if the black cat had siblings, their life wouldn't have been so obscure. So, oh, not obscure, obscure. Okay, so in there I've used some different vocabulary. Okay, but to find that vocabulary, I went on, and I will show you, I went on a website, no, I don't want you, there we go. Okay, that most of you go on in the classroom to find synonyms. Okay, so it's thesaurus.com, and you can search any word that you want to in the search bar. Okay, I searched mysterious because I didn't just want to keep saying she was mysterious. Yes, she was mysterious, 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 mysterious. So I've used some of these words that are highlighted in orange because they are all synonyms for mysterious. Okay, so try and improve your vocabulary by using synonyms and using much better words. All right. Okay then, so let's see what we've got so far then. So we've got her date of birth, we've got the background of her. Okay, we've said that if the black cat had siblings, their life wouldn't have been so obscure. Now I've been saying there. I haven't mentioned that the black cat is a woman, is a girl. I haven't said that it's Granny. Okay, so you want to try and keep that mysterious feel about your fact file. Don't go straight away and say, actually, the black cat is a granny and she's got a grandson called Ben. All right, you want to keep it mysterious. You want to keep people wanting to read about this black cat. Okay, I hope that all makes sense to you. Keep flicking back through what you need to include. So I've included where they were born now. Okay, now I could go on to their hobbies, or I could talk about what they look like. And instead of saying what they look like, I could use the subheading appearance. All right, and don't forget to draw a picture of the black cat at the end. Okay, so really looking forward to reading all of your non-chronological reports, all of your fact files on the black cat today. Use your imagination, use the internet to help you find better words, and have fun. Okay then, speak to you all soon. Bye.